Hey, it's Therese, and today we're speaking about the computer-delivered IELTS speaking test. And just to let you know, the computer-delivered IELTS test is the same as the regular IELTS test. The difference with the speaking test is that it happens on a computer via a video link. But in terms of duration and time, it's the same as the face-to-face test. And of course, it's very possible that you will do it that way, because nowadays all the IELTS tests are being delivered like that during the pandemic, and it may continue so into the future. So when you book your test, the first thing to remember is when you go on the booking page on the official IELTS site to click on the test center with the computer image, because some of the test centers don't have a computer-based test. So make sure that you book on that computer to book your computer-based IELTS test. So let's talk about now when you arrive at the test center. So make sure, first of all, to arrive 30 minutes before the test begins. And don't forget to bring your ID. When you arrive at the test center, you will store your belongings into a locker, a secure locker. And you will be allowed to bring nothing into the exam except for your glasses, if you wear glasses, and also a transparent bottle of water with no marking on it. And you'll be given a pencil and paper when you arrive into the test. You'll also have your ID checked and your photograph taken before the test begins. You'll be placed in a waiting area, and you'll wait in the waiting area until the invigilator comes. You may have to wait for a while if there are a lot of people there, of course, but hopefully it won't be too busy. When you enter the room to do the speaking test, the invigilator will be there to help you with your headset. So he or she will check that your headset is working and help you to get started. Check your ID again, and your ID will be with you on the table beside you. Also, you'll probably be asked not to touch the screen and not to touch the table so that there's no interference with the sound, during the test. And then you'll see your examiner appear when the test begins. Your examiner will be on the screen and the test will begin. So during the actual test, again, it's exactly the same as the face-to-face test. So you'll have part 1, which is, 2 to 4 minutes. Part 2, where you're given the cue card, but on the screen this time. And part 3, where you have 3 minutes to speak. What's important to remember during the computer test, if you don't understand the examiner, just make sure to tell him or her, I don't understand you, or I can't hear you. Can you say that again? If there's any problem at all, just tell the examiner, well, the technology's not working, can you help me? So that's important to remember. Part 1, the examiner will ask you questions and you'll speak for 2 to 3 minutes, the normal format. Part 2, you'll see an explanation for part 2 on the screen. You'll have some paper and pencil so you can take 1 minute to prepare your talk, and then you'll speak for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then part 3, the examiner will ask you questions and you'll speak for 3 to 4 minutes. So that's it. It's the usual format. After the test, if you experience any problem, just tell the examiner immediately, or tell the invigilator if you need help. And don't forget to pick up your ID before you leave, and then pick up your belongings before you leave the test center. So that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck in IELTS speaking by video, and I hope to see you in our next video. Take care. Thanks. Bye.